What's up, everybody? So in today's video, I'm not going to do too much talking. We're going to be doing 3 tests today. First one is going to be with the Pastel X68. No mods other than a 6-inch barrel. That's it. Nothing else done to it. Okay. And this was the other upgrade that I was waiting for, by the way. Just a 6-inch MCS .686 barrel. That's the only upgrade that this has. The second test that I'm going to do is with this tan FSC. And I'm going to be using, for these tests, Grimburg Jul V2 rounds. I am going to weigh them just so you guys can see that they're V2s. V2s weigh anywhere from 8 to 8.05 grams, if I'm not mistaken. We're going to be using this FSC with a 5-inch Sterling self-defense .686 barrel with magnetic detents and metal detents. Magnetic detents on this test is not going to matter because V2s are not magnetic. Then the third test is going to be with the extension, the 3-inch extension on the 5-inch barrel, making it an 8-inch barrel. And we're going to be using 16 gram CO2s on this today. I do have some numbers. Let me just grab them real quick. So, for the Pastel X68 Jul V2s with the stock barrel, that's what I was getting on my last video. I pulled these numbers out of the last video that I made with the Grimburg Jul V2s. So that's what I was getting with those. There you go. And then the tan FSC with a 20 gram CO2. I went through all my videos, did not find one with a 16 gram CO2, so I pulled the one with the 20 gram CO2. And the Jul V2's Grimburg barrel, that's what I was getting. Okay. Those of you that have been around on this channel know everything I've done to this. Just going to run through it real quick. At the moment, this has a 5-inch smoothbore 686 Sterling self-defense barrel. Regulator bypass. It has a VKS bolt spring. Some VKS internals like the VKS spring, sear spring pad, which that doesn't matter right now because this is bypassed. Has the SSD Sterling self-defense 35 millimeter velocity spring. Back then I did have the SSD chamber cap, the big chamber cap, but right now I'm testing the AR Tactical small chamber cap. If Sterling had a small chamber cap, I would have probably bought it from him. It's nothing against Sterling. Like I said, I buy a lot of stuff from Sterling. So there you go. That's the little spiel. I'm gonna pause you, put you guys on my tripod, and get back to this test. All right, guys. So we're up here at the table right now, and I have the Jul V2s here from Grimburg, and we're just gonna weigh a couple of them. I'm not gonna weigh all of them, just so you guys can see. 8.1. 8.1. This one's a little lighter, so we'll throw that one aside. I'll throw that one aside there. 8.1. 8.1. This is a new scale, by the way. 8.1. 8.6. Just grab a couple more so you guys can. 8.7. 8.6. 8.1. So as you guys can see, they vary from jewel to jewel. Like I said, anywhere from 8 to 8.5. Some of them are 8.6 and 8.7s, but whatever. I'm just going to put it down as 8 gram anyway for today's test. So there you go. Like I said, the first test we're going to be doing is with the tan FSC and the regular 5-inch SSD barrel, Sterling self-defense barrel. I'm going to turn this on. I did get another battery for this because I remember my battery kind of died last time. Hopefully that one is good. I just found it upstairs in one of my drawers, so hopefully it's still good. But we are going to find out. Hopefully we can get through this test with that battery. And we're just going to use a little bit of silicone on the magazine, like so. This is the 16 gram Mike Lee mags, by the way. Okay, I know that was a little too much, so I'm just going to dry it up a little bit. Like that. This does have the regular spring inside of it. And I'm just going to grab a handful of Juls V2s. This is a 8-round magazine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and then I'm just gonna come around here real quick and grab my safety glasses. I always want to try to protect those eyes. And we're gonna do this test first, then we're gonna move on to the Pistelle, then we're gonna come back to this one with the barrel extension. I am not gonna pause this video while we're testing. So there we go. We're loaded. I'm gonna pierce the CO2 now. Okay, we lost a little bit of air there, but we'll keep going. Here we go. First, 325, 293, 252, 222, 193, 156, and that one was just 43. So we lost some air, and I'm having a little bit of a farting issue there. Okay. And we had one left actually, so I have to, when I do the next test, we'll run through this and see what's going on here. Okay, so I'll put this back in here real quick, and let's get CO2 out. Okay, so while that cools down or warms back up, we're going to test the Pastel X68. We're going to use 6 rounds on this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we got 6 Joule rounds right here into the Pastel. Open up this CO2 chamber. And we're going to grab our CO2, brand new, into the, and a little bit of silicone lube inside. And here we go. Let's see. Nicely aired up. Again, this is the 6-inch barrel. And let's see. 381, 366, 358, 348, 341, 332, and that's it. And again, these numbers will be in the description box below. Okay, we can empty that. Let's put this back together. Okay. Now, what we're going to do is I'm going to remove this cap and install our extension. This is the Sterling self-defense extension. There we go. So now we have an 8-inch barrel on this. And we're going to see what it does. Brand new 16 gram CO2. And we're going to grab one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Grimburg Juls V2s. Okay. There we go. We're going to pierce this and see how we do. Okay, we lost a little bit of air there too, but let's see what we got. 368, 354, 315, 294, 264, 234, 198, 161, and that's it. And that is with the bypassed regulator, as I said before. I don't plan on keeping it that way with the bypass regulator, by the way. I am planning on putting it back, but I'm just running some tests with it bypassed to see what we get. But that's today's video. Catch you guys on the next one.